Rangers Journal Night.
Hello, it's Ross here from the Rangers Journal. Just giving my thoughts ahead of Rangers versus Aberdeen tomorrow night. Clearly things are slightly up in the air at the minute at Rangers, with new board members coming in, new CEO, a lack of belief and faith in what Philippe Clement is trying to do with a lot of our players. But for me at the minute, I think we need to get behind the team, which we will do, I'm sure, and spur us on to a few consistent victories and good performances. I think that'll do a lot for our confidence going into kind of the final third of the season. For me, I think it'll be 3-0 tomorrow night. I'd need to see who is fit and unfit, but I believe that Balogun may be back in the fold, which would be a good relief for us. Albeit Nsiala seems to be playing reasonably well at the minute, having come into that position as a necessity more than probably through kind of his own personal performances. I'd like to see us play with one holding midfielder rather than the normal sort of two in the double pivot. I think we can afford to do that against Aberdeen, who are a team that have been struggling recently. And I would like to see us start with Danilo, Igaman and Cherney up top. I think we've got goals in those three players, and the rotation of those three, as well as Hadji and potentially Bayrami, creates defenders a lot of problems. So let's keep the ball in their half, keep the pressure and get a few goals out early. And get the game closed off by half time so we can rotate some of the players out and maybe give young Bailey Rice and a few of the other young boys a run out. But yeah, that's my prediction for Rangers v Aberdeen.
Good evening everyone, it's Dino giving you my predictions for tomorrow's game against Aberdeen. So in terms of the team lineup, I think it is going to be perhaps the same starting 11 from Sunday. If not, I think perhaps the only change we're going to see is Bajrami for Hadji. I don't think anything else is going to change. In terms of the result, I think it's going to be a game of two halves. I think we'll be either 2 up at half time or 2 down at half time. And I do think the goals from ourselves will come from Igaman and Danilo. I think we will concede via a set play or counter-attack, long ball, because we are just absolutely rank rotten at defending. And Aberdeen will have something to prove, given that they've not won in 11 games, and it's also their cup final tomorrow, isn't it? There are 4 of them a year, so yeah, so they'll be looking to do their usual and turn up against us, and yeah, we're very susceptible at the back under Clement, and it doesn't look like it's going to be changing anytime soon. So yeah, let's be honest, I know St Johnstone, we only beat them 3-1, but I think Aberdeen are a better side than St Johnstone, and I think we should expect much the same from the stands as we did on Sunday. And I just think that that's going to play in the players' minds, and with the way that the aggressive play that Aberdeen, the aggressive sort of strategy that they have is going to be perhaps detrimental to our chances of winning tomorrow night. So yeah, 2-2 unfortunately, guys. So wish you all the best. Take care. Bye-bye.
Hello everybody, it's Mitch here from the Rangers Journal, just giving you my pre-match thoughts ahead of Rangers versus Aberdeen tomorrow night. So off the back of the press conference, we know that James Tavernier and Leon Balogun were back training with the team today. Obviously their involvement tomorrow will depend very much on the recovery from training today. So I think with that in mind, my back line will be mostly unchanged. I would maybe see Leon coming in for Clinton and Nsiala, which wouldn't be a bad thing just given the importance of the game tomorrow. In the middle, I would see Nico Raskin coming, staying in his berth. In the number 10 jersey, I see Bajrami coming in there, or continuing with Danilo, with Bajrami out in the left. I think I could see Hadji taking a breather from the team tomorrow. Out in the right wing. Still see Tierney in there, and up top Hamza Igamani. Scoreline prediction from myself, I'm going to say 2-0 comfortable night's work and also partnering Raskin in midfield, I'm going to say Conor Barron.
Good afternoon. Here's my prediction for the Rangers v Aberdeen game at Ibrox on Wednesday. So, in goals, judging by the presser, Butland still isn't back, so I think we will be looking at Kelly in goals again. Looking at the defence, there was talk of Tavernier being back in today's presser. I'm not sure I would risk him for such a high-profile game. I would probably stick with what we know has been working, so I think we'll see Yilmaz, potentially Proper and Balogun. I think Balogun may come back. It's Tav, I think, longer term will sit out. And then Yefte on the left. I think in the middle we will see Raskin and Dio, as we have done. I kind of like the idea for the attacking line. I think we need a bit of pace to keep Aberdeen penned back, so no pun intended. So yeah, I think we'll see Cherney on the right, obviously. Wouldn't surprise me if we see Danilo and Igaman again as a pairing. One of them in the 10, one of them in the forward position. And then on the left, I think we might see a start for Oscar Cortez. I'm going for a Rangers win because we're at home, not away. And I think it will be 3-1 to the famous.
Right, David here, going for the Potters predictions for our home game on Wednesday night against Aberdeen. I think we won't see much of a changed team from the weekend. Good news that Balogun and Tav may well be in contention after training today. That'd be a good boost. We've obviously got the cup game at the weekend, so I think we will play a very strong team. We're playing Aberdeen, who are currently in the midst of an 11-game winless run. We've been near enough faultless at Ibrox this season, so I do think that we will win the game. I'm going to go a 3-1 victory to Rangers. And as I say, I think maybe the only change we might see is Bajrami in for either Hadji or Danilo. Don't really see anything else being changed. If Balogun's fit, might come in for Nisiala, but he's played well the last couple of games that he's been involved in, so if he has dropped, it'd be a little bit harsh. But yeah, I expect us to win tomorrow night and keep our unbeaten start to 2025 going. Enjoy.
Hi everyone, it's Andrew, and here's my prediction for the upcoming game against Aberdeen at Ibrox, a place that has become a fortress for us this season, where we just can't stop winning, unlike on the road. Now, Aberdeen, of course, have caused us some issues, and they really have. They obviously beat us 2-1 at Pittodrie. However, since then, they got absolutely scalped off Celtic, and they, I think, beat Dundee, and then after that, they just haven't won a game since. They got away with it at the weekend a little bit with that 0-0 draw against Hearts. Hearts had a last-minute penalty, which was saved. So, yeah, they got away with it a little bit there, but they haven't scored in their past 2 games, which tells you something at the minute. They've brought in 1 or 2 players on loan already in the transfer window. So, you know, you are allowed to bring in players right now. You know, Coppin, Clement, you know. Now, the lineup, I think the lineup's not going to be too dissimilar to the lineup we saw against St Johnstone. I know that was a different type of game. St Johnstone are bottom of the league, relegation, not even contenders. They are going to get relegated. That's one of the poorest sides I've seen at the bottom of the league, sadly, in a long time. Now, the one thing I was thinking is that double pivot. I was thinking, would he go Raskin? And, well, I was thinking, is there a possibility he might go Barron? Just because Barron might add something in front of the defence. I think that's a bit too maverick. I don't think he'll go for that. He'll probably will just go for Raskin and Diamande. I don't know, though. There was something in my head that was saying that. Obviously, the back line's going to be the back line. James Tavernier is back in training, allegedly, so Sterling. But I think tomorrow might be too soon from them, for it sounds like, from the manager. He was speaking in his press conference today, and he was quite adamant that he's not going to quit Rangers, despite how hard things get. So, you know, he's in it for the long haul, guys, so buckle in. Now, prediction-wise, I think I'm going to go 2-0. I think, no disrespect to Aberdeen, they aren't a top 1 or top 2 side. They had a great run at the start of the season, but they really have fell away now. I think Egerman could have a field day. I think especially if we can tweak that formation again, have pretty much Danilo and Egerman up top. I think that'd be fantastic. I think they would work together really well. Another question as well, Bajrami, are we going to see him tomorrow? He obviously scored up at Pataudry, didn't he? Has he been rested for the last game? I don't know. Maybe we'll see him. Maybe we won't. I don't know. I don't think the team will change too much from the St Johnstone game. Personally, maybe you'll see him. Maybe you'll see Bajrami instead of Hadji. But it's not really worked for Bajrami in that number 10 role with us just yet. But I think the switch to the number 10 role has come at a time when his form's not doing too great. So, you know what? It's one of those. I think we'll stick with that same team. I think 2-0 Rangers. And I think it'll be another win over Aberdeen. So, yeah, that's my prediction. I'm going to go away and dry my hair. Cheers, guys. See you later.
Hi guys, this is Cammy from the Rangers Journal giving his match predictions for Wednesday night's match against Aberdeen. Obviously following off the back of 3 points on Sunday, it's important that we keep that run going. I think it's good to see that James Tavernier and Leon Balogun are back in training. I think if both come through without a reaction, I would expect both to start tomorrow night. On that basis, I'll go Liam Kelly in goals. I think James Tavernier right back. I think it will be Proper and Balogun at centre half. Jeffrey at left back. Middle of the park, I think it will be same as Sunday. I think it'll be Raskin. I think it'll be Diomande. I think it'll be Hadji, Danilo, Egerman and Cherny. I think we've got a cup tie coming up on Sunday against Fraserburgh, where I think that's an opportunity to use the squad, give some young players a chance. But tomorrow night, this is the game in hand that we've got against Aberdeen. We can put ourselves well in second place, and I think that's pretty much all we've really got to play for in the league. Tomorrow night, it's always a competitive game against Aberdeen. I don't think it'll be any different. They're not on the greatest run of form, but I expect a difficult match, and I think Rangers will nick it 2-1.